Hi there, my name's Ian Hunter and I am the author of the Fyn Carter books, of which so far there are two which will form part of a wider series. And today I wanted to talk to you about the process of cover design. So here we go. You may or may not know that I have done the covers for both of my books, but how did I get from this to this? So I use a tool called Procreate on my iPad, which is great. I started off with these sketches and then I went through a kind of period where I was just trying to work out the colour scheme so I could do my title reveal, which you may now recognise. I continued on to do more colours and then just kind of thinking a little bit about those original sketches. This one I wanted to develop out a little bit, but I wanted to move away from the theme of the jungle because it was so present on the cover of book one. Now pay attention to these flying things because they will come back later. I decided to continue on with this. It's based on mountains. A few years ago I was really lucky to go to Canada and explore the Rockies. It is just my most favourite place. I loved it and I wanted to bring some of that into Fyn too. So as you can see, I'm not afraid to be messy when sketching my ideas. Henry Flame is pretty much hidden on book one, but he's a popular character, so I wanted him to stand out more for book two. I spent a little time just trying to shape out his body to get it right, but I do come back to that later. I then wanted to kind of build up a little bit more depth to the cover, introducing little things, shaping out the mountains, trying to make sure that I had the correct balance. Remember these flying things? Well, now they are back in the top right corner. So I continued shaping the mountain. I wanted it to be more, iconic and have that real feel of an old volcano. Then I, as you can see, more layers. I came to drawing Fyn, but arms, hands and faces kind of intimidate me a little. So in this instance, I took a photo and then traced over my own arms, just slimmed them down a little bit, and then on we go. So shaping out Fyn, I was lucky because I already had the image of what he looked like from book one, so I could take that and then kind of just work with it the same as I could with Henry Flame. I was lucky. It's just adding in snow here. Now, as I said before, faces are a tricky thing for me, so I just decided take a picture of my own face looking cold, then again use that as a basis and just shape it out. It just helped me get my proportions. I know it's a bit of a weird way of doing it, but for me it worked. So I continued on just looking at shading a little bit. I introduced this zigzag as I did with book one because it helps with print variance and spine shift. I aligned it to book one as well. Then I felt like it was mostly done until I realised I was working with thick lines around the characters still, and I really wanted to make them slimmer just to make it look a bit tidier. So I went away and did that. I also wanted to make Henry Flame just a bit smaller in his build because he is only a young fox. I then tidied up the positioning of his legs so that they were more natural for the scene. So here we are. That's the final cover. I hope you found the video interesting. If so, please let me know, and remember that Fyn Carter is out now.